Yo, what's good, YouTube? Zamcrow here, aka Scoop, back with the International Competitive Battle Association D League Season 2, Week 2. Um, I am your coach of the Blackmont Rock Cougars, and we're taking on Dale. He is a pretty cool guy, and he's got a solid squad. He's packing the Mega Metagross, Thunders Incarnate, Hydreigon, Entei, Roserade, Araquanid, Sylveon, Miltank, Frostlass, Hitmonlee, and the Golem, where Thundy, Hydreigon, and Araquanid are his Z-move users. And, like I said, Mega Metagross. So, our squad, as always, is we're rocking the Magearna, the Zapdos, the Dragonite, Suicune, Crocodile, Bronzong, Licky. What are the rest of my mons? The Alolan Marowak, the Donphan, Cryogonal, and the Tauros. I think that's all of them. Forgive me if I'm forgetting one of y'all. But bring the Zapdos, the Dragonite, Crocodile, Suicune, Bronzong, and the Licky. First up, we got the Choice Scarf Zapdos, Modest Nature 252 Special Attack, 216 HP EVs, and got enough, I think, 20 Speed EVs to outpace Thunders Incarnate and all other non-Scarfers. I think it's Thunders Incarnate and Mega Metagross and Frostlass, but I think Thunders is the fastest. So we got the U-Turn, Thunderbolt, Extrasensory, and I want to say Roost. So basically, I chip his team down. His electric resist are Hydreigon and Roserade. Roserade gets bopped with the Extrasensory. Hydreigon gets bopped with the U-Turn, and I can switch into my checks like Licky. And if it's Roserade, then probably excuse me, probably Bronzong. So like basically once those are gone, it's Thunderbolt spam, and he's not really liking it. Get rocks up, get some chip damage, and Thunderbolt spam goes ham with a modest Choice Scarf Zapdos. So next up we got the Z-Fly Adamant 252 attack Dragonite with Dragonance, Fly, Earthquake, and Extreme Speed. Outpaces Thunders and all other non-Scarfers after 1DD. Rocks in the weakened Mega Metagross and Miltank. This could be like a really good late game win condition, or it could be a solid mid game breaker, depending on what he brings. Sylveon could be an issue. Miltank, which he did bring the Sylveon. The Z-Fly lets me guarantee some knockouts on some things like Hydreigon and Entei, as well as I don't need the Z-Fly for the Roserade or Araquanid. Sylveon could potentially get bopped by the Z-Fly at +1, potentially +2 if I can set up on the right things and like force some switches and maybe play a little aggressive. But yeah, Dragonite's looking clean in this match. Next up, we got another Choice Scarf user in Choice Scarf Crocodile. And we're rocking the Intimidate this week. No Moxie. Intimidate helps us against Metagross, Entei, etc. Maybe like a physical Hydreigon. Anyways, this thing prevents Volt Switch spam from his Thunders Incarnate, as well as, like I said, switching into those physical attacking mons I mentioned. It gets up, could potentially get up Choice Scarf Stealth Rocks, but I'm actually rocking 3 Dark type attacks and Earthquake. Knockoff, Foul Play, Pursuit, and Earthquake. Foul Play does more than knockoff to things like Mega Metagross and mons that would have like a Z crystal, like Thunders Incarnate, or not really Hydreigon or Araquanid. This thing's pretty much walled by Hydreigon, to be honest. But I have a solid check to Hydreigon and Licky Licky, so it's not too big of an issue. And yeah, that's basically it. If it can beat down the Sylveon and the Araquanid and the Hydreigon, Groot can put in the work. Pursuit's nice for the Frostlass. The Mega Metagross that might want to switch out. A Roserade or weakened Roserade or weakened Entei that might want to switch out or something. You never know. So yeah, I like the idea. Nice and chip damage on everything, and riddance of items is always good. So sorry, I had a text message. Next up, Suicune, Scald, Ice Beam, Protect, Calm Mind. Pretty speedy with a lot of defense and HP EVs. Leftovers for longevity, same for Protect. Calm Mind allows me to come in, can Calm Mind up on Entei, Mega Metagross, Miltank even, and just start clicking Scald. Really, his only two switch-ins are Hydreigon and Sylveon and Araquanid. But if the Araquanid gets burned, it's pretty useless, and the Roserade and Hydreigon do not appreciate the Ice Beams, especially if I'm at +1. Next up, we got the Bronzong Stealth Rock, designated Stealth Rocker this week. Leftovers and Heat Proof, so I can live a hit from the Entei and bop it with the Earthquake potentially. Throw off Toxics, can switch, can catch the Hydreigon, the Entei, Araquanid even, Miltank even, really anything, catch it with the Toxic. Now, like I do intend to lead with my Bronzong, and he has a potential lead with Frostlass, and he actually did bring it. We'll go over his team in a sec. He actually did bring the Frostlass though, so my lead rocks Bronzong is kind of potentially taunted, so I could just click Gyro Ball and then switch out as he potentially sets up spikes or goes for the Shadow Ball into my Crocodile. So that's the plan here at preview. Anyways, like, I guess that's really it for Bronzong. But lastly, we got Licky Licky. Mostly Spadef set with a little defense, just a little bit though. It's a Wish Passer, Wish Protect, not really a Cleric because it doesn't have the Hill Bell or anything like that. So it's got the Ice Beam and the Earthquake, and that's the only coverage I have. It hits his offensive threats, can't really do nothing to his defensive threats, which I hope to have Toxic and beat down by my offense. So yeah, that's just about it. I guess we can hop into the replay now. And like I said, I'm going to lead Bronzong and just go straight for the Gyro Ball if he leads with the Frostlass, which he does. Bop it to its sash, and then I'm going to switch out to my Crocodile, predicting the Shadow Ball or Spikes or something. Don't want to get Hazard stacked. He actually goes for the T-Wave as I Pursuit trap him. He doesn't actually switch out, but that's okay. Potentially didn't think I was Scarf maybe, and went for the Ice Beam. Now I'm going to be able to get up my rocks though, and my Bronzong is was actually my answer to the Metagross. And he goes for the Gravity, predicted me to be Levitate, and I'm assuming he had Earthquake. But I'm just going to switch out into Suicune here, predicting him to actually go for the Meteor Mash, hoping for boost against my Bronzong. But he actually goes for the Gravity. I throw off a Scald as he throws off a Zen Headbutt. I get the burn, and it forces him out. Goes into the Sylveon, which I think might be his Cleric, and his Gravity turns are running out as I start to Calm Mind, and he's a Wish Pat, or basically just wishing up. Goes for the Yawn though, so I gotta switch out or fall asleep. Didn't know if he'd go for Yawn twice. I don't think it was a drawback or anything like that, but I just go into my Bronzong, throw off a Toxic as he goes into his Araquanid. So now I got my rocks up and got this thing Toxic. So he gets his webs up, but that doesn't really matter to me because at this point in the match, with no electric resist, I'm counting on Choice Scarf Zapdos to be my win condition with modest Thunderbolt spam after rocks damage on everything, and Looks like Dragonite could potentially put in work here as well, because I do pack the Z-Fly, the Earthquake, and the Extreme Speed, and this Araquanid can't touch me. I'm at +1 now, and he's going to go for the Scald, and it does nothing, but he gets the burn. Oh no, so I'm going to Dragon Dance up, as it will at least put me back to neutral if he switches out to Sylveon or Metagross, which I could then Earthquake. But he goes into the Sylveon, which I'm just going to go for my my Supersonic Sky Strike, my Z-Fly, bop the Sylveon to where I can revenge kill it with, excuse me, Choice Scarf Zapdos. Picks up the kill there. He goes out into his Metagross, and I don't want to take much damage here, so I'm going to switch out to my Bronzong as he goes for the Gravity again. So now he's going to go for the Earthquake, but I was heat proof anyway, so that doesn't matter. I'm going to go for my own Earthquake, and it's going to do a little bit more to him. We're around the same, really. He gets a crit there, showing that still, if there was no burn, he's still not doing that much to me. And the Mega Metagross goes down without being much of a problem. He goes into his Araquanid, which is doing nothing. And here I'm just really stalling until I can bring Zapdos back in and pick up another knockout on whatever wants to come in. So I think he's faster than me, and he's going to knock me out here. Now I'm going to bring in my Zapdos and click the Choice Scarf Thunderbolt and knock out another Weakened Wand. Bop. And now he brings in the Entei. I'm going to click the Choice Scarf Thunderbolt here just to see how much damage it does, and it does 31%, revealing that he might be Assault Vest. I know I can't get the knockout here, so I'm going to go into my Crocodile as he actually goes for the Extreme Speed, not wanting me to get any damage off like a potential crit or anything. And he goes for it again, knowing that I'm Choice Scarfed, but he was probably faster than me anyway, and could have probably thrown off a Sacred Fire there, or a Flare Blitz, or whatever. Knock off his item, knock him out as well. And I'm going to be able to do put this thing in Thunderbolt range as he goes for the Hidden Power Ice after revealing the Z Embargo, which gives him a special attack boost. He thought he had a reverse sweep, but I am indeed Choice Scarf Zapdos, and catches my opponent off guard. But yes, damn GG, my exact thoughts. Very good game, and Choice Scarf Zapdos pulling through in the end is really cool. Unfortunately, Dragonite got burned, or it was looking like a good game from there, but I guess that was justice from burning his Metagross, even though it wasn't doing that much to Suicune, the combination of Suicune and Bronzong. I did like the Heat Gravity play, though. But yeah, that's going to be it. Good game to Dell, and good luck in the rest of the season, and we'll be moving on to Week 3, which will be coming out next Saturday. And this goes up on the 7th. The following Saturday will be the 14th, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching.